once again to Sky Heiser coverage of the 2020 Seviren Lang Memorial FPO. I'm Ethan Jones alongside Colin Wise once again.
Hi. We got a pretty close race here. We've been seeing some good action, and I think we're going to see some more good action.
Yeah, we'll see if the ladies can stay out of the teeth of the course. We have Jessica in the lead by 1, 2 strokes separating the top 3. What do you think about that first round, Colin?
I mean, -1 is really a solid score. That was like a 960. That's a really good round for Jessica. Let's see if they can put together some more good rounds here.
Yeah, and we are doing 2 rounds in one day. Shotgun start, so endurance is also a test. Starting on hole 17 on the course, 350. We saw this in round 1. You got to throw an accurate tunnel shot, and you can't miss side to side, otherwise you're going to have a problem.
And that's Jessica being a little early left, but she stays near the middle. That should be scrambleable for the 3.
Yeah, very friendly reaction off the tree. See if Kona can keep this one clean down the middle. Backhand looks pretty good. Can this turn a little bit?
That's not bad. That'd be difficult look for a 2, but should be an easy 3.
Yeah, that's kind of where shots that don't turn quite enough end up, as long as they're going down the middle. Courtney's going to flex on him with that forehand again.
Yeah, this is probably just kind of a safe play. She just wants to get out of the tunnel, make a 3.
Yeah, there's probably a good lesson there for people. If you're faced with a tunnel shot that's intimidating, there's a lot of trouble, go with your gap hitter shot and just deal with what happens later.
Yeah, and that time she executes it perfectly. She'll have a really routine up and down for her par.
Christine Jennings joins the card this round. She had a +7 as well as Deanne, but gets the nod due to the lower PDGA number and is throwing a really nice looking shot. Kind of hits that area where Kona did.
Yeah. Here's Jessica's second shot. She's going forehand roller. I think we talked about that last round. That's a pretty common approach to this basket. There's a lot of low ceiling to the right, and looks like it's trying to curl right up to it.
Really makes a lot of sense. Okay, coming out, busting through the woods there. We saw a disc, but not a person, but it's near the basket.
Yeah, Courtney just puts it right by the basket. She'll be happy with that result.
That looked like a little tougher spot.
Yeah, when you see a player throw a shot and you're not really sure which gap they're going for, maybe they don't either. That looked like a tough spot for sure.
She was trying to make her disc as skinny.
Oh, and she almost dunks it from the woods.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a really good attempt. That's at least 35 feet from there.
From where she was?
Yeah, on the edge there. It's not in the circle.
I thought she was well inside. I bet she was 70 feet away. Got a couple par cleanups, and that's a good score for this hole, which averaged right around par for the field.
Yeah, no bad feelings about a 3 there. Hole 18, par 4. We'll see a lot of wide shots along the road that fade into a gap here that goes up. You just want to give yourself an angle to attack the screen. We'll see a lot of forehand second shots, but it needs to be high enough and far enough to beat the corner and get up there by the basket if you want the easy putt.
Yeah, you really got to put a move on this tee shot to get up to the mouth. Let's see what they got.
That might be okay. It's a little inside, but she might have the inside gap. Courtney threw a forehand in the first round as well. This one is probably a little short of ideal, but it's in the middle.
hits the tree.
And that is out of bounds. Anything on or over the road is out of bounds. You see that little tree has the 2 little black protectors on it. It's seen a few discs.
Oh, yeah. A couple of mine. That's for sure.
It's never a good feeling. What?
So
Okay.
Jessica hit the tree and then stayed out of bounds, so she was short of the corner.
Okay. I was confused by the spot there.
Yep. And then she puts it kind of in that tight gap, so that's going to be a tricky up and down from where she's at.
There's a lot of rocks and kind of loose dirt where that lie was, so it's not very good footing.
She's trying to go, Courtney's trying to go with a big forehand Annie around the corner, and it just kind of stalled out.
Yeah, we'll see if she's able to get anything from there. It's going to be a tight angle. Christine, also a little pinched off. She's probably just trying to get in a position to get up and down for 4.
Yeah. And that's well executed.
Yeah, not much you can do from there. Kona's going for the high forehand flex. This is her best shot at getting a birdie. And hits the railroad tie. So we talked about a lot of shots filtering into there, and that's a bad reaction.
That was a terrible roll away. Oh my goodness. She may have just tried a little too hard there. Sacrificed some power for some accuracy. What she was looking at there was a really low ceiling, so to get up and down, you have to throw it hard.
Yeah. This one was tugged over a little bit. She might have a look from there. It's very difficult, though. Very uphill. Jessica trying to salvage something here.
Yeah, she really just wants to get up and down and stop the bleeding on this hole.
That's well done. About a 15-foot flat putt. Here's Courtney's position. Probably some kind of patent pending Annie. No, she's trying to force a forehand. That's a really tight angle, but wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Getting some tough breaks, though. I mean, almost everything's rolling away,
Yeah.
it seems.
Well, that's hard-packed dirt. This is a hot day.
Yeah.
I believe this is that X3 we saw her throw at the end of the last round. Christine didn't have much there.
No. Kona's putting for a 4. Yeah, she probably didn't have much there either.
A lot of, just a little low. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Just that bad reaction. You're giving her that awkward little uphill putt. I know these players are coming back from lunch, but I think hole 18's eating its lunch right now.
Yeah. Man, you ever eat too much on lunch break and just feel like you can't throw the disc? I mean,
Yeah, Jeff.
I don't know if that's how they feel, but I felt that, and it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it when you're doing those 2-a-days, and that endurance, everything comes into play. Hole 1, par 3, 250. Again, a tunnel at the beginning, widens up past that bridge, and you got to miss something at the end. So Kona's going forehand here. She's gone backhand on a lot of the tunnel shots. So she probably likes getting over to that left side and trying to bring it back.
Just a little too much Anheuser there. I would guess that was a pretty overstable disc if she was...
Yeah, it looked like it had a wide rim on it.
Yeah.
And Courtney, who's been throwing forehand through every gap, goes backhand. Maybe those decisions could have been reversed there. She catches the right side. Christine, it's a better shot, redirects a little bit, and she'll have kind of a circle 2 look. Jessica's going to the tried and true, but oh my gosh.
Whoa, she hits the first tree and gets a bad kick into the woods.
You don't think that tree's in your way, but it has the scars to prove that it is.
Yeah, if you're throwing like a low forehand shot, I mean, that's all up in the line.
That's a forehand roller that's actually really well done from where she was. Can Kona put this close? Scrambling is so important on this course.
Go. Good shot.
And, yeah,
Okay.
feel like a 20, 25 footer.
Yep. A little straddle putt. Definitely in her wheelhouse. Similar look for Courtney. It's high. Hook up.
Yeah, it would be a circle too. That's a long bid.
Something swirly here. A little forehand bid. Oh, Christine off the cage. That's a tough angle.
Yeah, I wonder if she doesn't like to jump. I mean, that's a long putt where she was at.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, going uphill like that, it may not give her too much to jump. Kona up and in. Nice putt. Good to take a bogey there. Could have definitely been worse.
Did Kona make a bogey? I thought Kona made par there. Yeah. Kona was off to the right on the middle and then got up and
that's
down
right.
there.
That's a good scramble.
Christine also went for par. A couple bogeys from the rest of the card.
Yeah. Hole 2. Just like Colin talked about round 1. A lot of people are going to be throwing forehands through this gap here, trying to get a skip across this little ditch / creek and get yourself in position for a shot that kind of moves continually to the right. You can throw slow turning backhand approaches. You can throw a forehand approach, usually some kind of putter shot. The backhand also plays. It doesn't go quite as far as the forehand, but there's that landing zone. You can see where that sunlight is hitting. Unfortunately, that's a little bit early released.
Yeah, it looks like she was going for kind of a putter hyzer flip, and you do have to start out along the left side, but Christine's going standstill forehand.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a late release. Sometimes you want to do that standstill for accuracy, but then you have to power it up if you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
Courtney's comfortable with the standstill.
She hit the big tree on the corner there, and that's probably the most common tree.
Yeah, you
That
can
the
miss it
forehand
on the
hit.
inside. I think that one actually went inside, didn't it?
I think you're right. They got a great result.
Yeah, either side of that tree will work. Usually you want to be outside of it.
Oh, nice kick back into the center.
Yeah, that could have been deep in the stuff. Christine lining up a pad pending.
Sneaking through inside the big corner tree, and she'll have a difficult approach for her par.
Yeah, some kind of Anheuser look. Courtney trying to do a high forehand.
Yeah, just playing the smart play. Just put it right in the middle.
Here's Christine going patent pinning again. Yeah, that was almost good. I think just a little bit too fluffed.
Whoa.
Nice line, just pretty hot and caught a pretty good kick off of that tree.
Yeah, there might be like a 40-foot downhill look from there. I mean, that could be scoreable. Kona's laying 2, I think. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, good
Circle's
shot.
edge. Look for her par.
Jessica kind of in that same zone a little bit. A lot of shots will end up there that don't quite beat that tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, those skinny guys will get you.
Oh, that was a good bid. Wow. I think she'll have a short putt left for her 6. I guess Courtney didn't really have much of a look from there, so you just
Yeah.
tossed up for the 5.
Looks like nobody fed hole 2 either on the lunch break.
I tell you, hole 2 is so technical. It's so easy to get into trouble.
Hmm.
Especially, we only had one player make the corner. And if you're in the first fairway on hole 2, you're not having a good time.
Yeah, definitely disappointing to not make the corner. As you're drawing up this hole, every single plan of attack is predicated by beating that corner. Jessica took that nasty reaction off the top of the basket. Misses the comebacker. You know, and footing is a big deal too, because that side where she was putting from just now, there's a lot of brush. It drops down pretty good. That's a putt in the basket. Christine cleaning up the 6. Looks like we have the rest of the card here looking at some 5s. So yeah, hole 2 playing 5 strokes over.
Wow. What colors are this? How?
It's green. So. Whatever. I'll get another one. Okay.
Can't find a green disc. All right, hole 3, 250 feet. Tunnel right off the tee really restricts your backhand angle, especially with the tee pads located. You'll see a lot of flex forehands that try to skip up there at the end.
Yeah, it's a really good technical par 3. Everyone can reach it. Just gotta hit the line.
Kona's looking a little low with this one. A little higher, it would have come out sooner and slid right up there to the pin, but she's got some kind of a look at it.
By 40-footer.
Courtney going back to the standstill.
Doing some course maintenance. There's a big limb that fell off of that tree. Had some steam on it.
Thanks, Courtney. We were meaning to get to that one. That one's a little early.
Yeah, she didn't really get over on it.
Christine going for the same place. So no backhands this round. That was overturned. But it's in a parable location. I would like to know what this swirly disc is that Jessica's throwing, because it looks pretty blunt in the rim, but it flies pretty understable.
Couldn't be a Sonic, could it?
It looks kind of like it might be in that genre.
Birdie? Polecat?
I don't know, man.
Good pitch up for Courtney there.
That's really tight. Kona's got a good look here. Just high, maybe a little left. Jessica.
Just a little weak on the 30-footer. Good scramble from Courtney.
A couple of tap ins to finish the hole out. Nobody able to draw blood on this one from the course. I think we're still waiting on the birdies. All right, hole 4. Similar distance, a little bit longer uphill, and so this pan is probably about 260 actually. And the uphill definitely makes it play longer. We have people going wide over stable to the right. This looks like a better angle than round 1.
Yeah, maybe a little low. I'm not sure. That's just a touchy shot to get it to skip at the very right time.
Yeah, a little higher will push over there a little bit more. Courtney gets up there for some kind of a look. It's well done.
She's probably still 35 to 40 right of the basket with a difficult downhill look.
You'll see a lot of looks from 35 to 40 feet on this hole. And it's tricky because the comebackers, again, you're dealing with some little bushy trees and they definitely get in the way in a hurry, even if you're within 20 feet of the basket. Christine, this is definitely one you want to throw a forehand with that slope from that right to left, but it's also pretty tricky from this location. She's going for this Annie route.
Yeah, she wanted to go up the middle and decided to go with the more open shot here.
Yeah, hit the biggest gap first. It's another good lesson, and wow, that was well executed.
It was very good.
Jessica, that's well in the circle.
Yeah, see, she had to try to step out to the left to try to make that putt.
Yeah, pushed it a little too far. And Courtney,
Sick putt.
Big putt.
So fire, yo.
drawing blood on the course. Let's look at this slow-mo. Couldn't heart it any better than that.
So good, even a Mach 2 will catch it.
That's how you know you're doing something.
Low and center, not spitting.
Yeah, great putt.
Nice putt from Jessica there.
A really good scramble from Christine, playing that big Anheuser forehand shot.
Yeah, she definitely took her time, figured out the best line to take, and just executed and committed to it. Hole 5, the local hole. You got to throw that really kind of touchy hyzer shot. A lot of people will take an overstable putter or mid and just let it kind of fall into the basket or skip it. Courtney's doing just that.
Oh, yeah.
It's how simple this hole can be.
Yeah, it's a really good shot. Just put it up high and let it filter down the fairway.
Looked like Kona was a little deep there, a little too driven. Again, that's the touchy and part of it. If you put a little too much power on it, pop it a little too much, you'll just blow through it. And if you fluff it, you'll be inside. So it looked like that might have been high inside. Easy swing from Jessica, but again, pushing a little long. There might be some looks in there, though. It's definitely better to be long than it is to be short.
Yeah, short is just absolute jail. Good up.
Yeah, good pitch up, slide into the basket. And again, that hard packed ground is going downhill to that pin. This is a good bid. Just a little right, but it stays by the basket.
Kona airballing to the right. She'll have a 20-foot comebacker.
Yeah, that was a little more driven than the previous putt. Courtney, she said, I just did that in the previous hole. Same putt.
Good hit.
This is a big comebacker here. You don't want to lose strokes on these kinds of putts.
Oh, and it falls out.
Yeah, it was hard to tell there what exactly happened, but it sounded like it hit a pretty good amount of chains to me.
Yeah. Those are the kind of the ones you kick yourself on when you get aggressive on the green and then you don't make the comeback putt.
Yeah. All right. Courtney carding another birdie going into the big one. Hole 6, over 1,000 feet. Out of bound line painted on the right. Out of bound line painted on the wood line left. And we have a peninsula green, so it pinches down. These two trees right here through the middle is safe and widens up to about a 40-foot circle around this basket. So just like in round 1, we see some forehand action coming here from Courtney. I think she wanted that to be a little more turn than it was.
And that is close to the OB line. It connects the parking lot to the baseball fence over there.
Yeah. Here's a backhand that's looking pretty smooth from Christine, leaking a little bit left, but it is just fine. Jessica got the opportunity for the birdie in round one, was inside the circle, long 25 feet, with all four hands. Very impressive. So we'll see if she can do something similar today. This one is hurrying over to that left side, but it's okay. This is a really humid day, so we weren't really seeing too many people skip into the woods. It was grabbing pretty well.
I'm not sure if Courtney was in there or not. She was right near the line.
I think she was safe. She kind of had that baseball cage to deal with, though, and did a good job of it.
I think you can kind of tell as the day goes on, they're not really getting the same speed on the disc as they were earlier in the morning. I think 3 of these players were quite a bit further up the fairway on their tee shots.
Yeah, look at Jessica, though. She goes to the backhand flex shot.
And that was quite good.
Yeah, it gets way down there. Not going to be in attacking position, but should be in easy par territory. Kona, again, going down the hill with the backhand. And you see that grass. It's so grabby, you're not getting anything after it hits. It can be a little deceiving, though, because once you land near the pin, it's definitely more skippy as people, foot traffic has trampled the grass down.
Oh, yeah. Christine just throwing her third shot up, short of the OB lines. So she'll try to pitch up and make her 5.
This looks like a good play. Right in the middle. She'll have some options from there. Kona making a decision. Probably going to lay up. Looks like she wants to get over to that right side to open up that backhand line.
Yep, and she's pushing the OB line pretty well. I'm only about 12 feet short of it.
Jessica going for it again? She was going for it. Is she in the middle in the safe zone?
She may be in the middle. So there's a OB line where those 2 trees are going towards the basket, and there's a 20-foot wide inbounds heading towards the basket there.
Yeah, you can see those flags waving. This is a nice looking up shot. Kind of gets swallowed up a little bit, but it's in the circle. This shot sliding up to about 18 feet. Courtney, is she going through the middle as well?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of laid up right in the center and going left or right from there. You have to swing really wide.
In normal conditions, we don't have this OB marked, and you don't see anyone going through the middle, but with this
hardly at all.
OB, it really forces a lot of shots to go through those 2 trees. Kona, good look at this putt. Bang.
Nice.
I felt like she was going to make that one. That was way further than it looked. Probably a good 25 to 28 feet. Christine, right in the middle.
Pretty solid putting on the green here.
All right, no one's able to get a birdie on 6, but hole 7, definitely some birdie opportunities. We got to see one in round 1, and we got to see Courtney throw a forehand in there. A 330 downhill, you got to hit that gap. And if you push too long, there is an out-of-bounds road beyond it.
Looks like kind of a low turnover shot here. If it hits the hard pack, it can really scoot far.
Yeah, if that had carried just another 10 feet, that would have slid all the way down there.
Yep.
Courtney going, I think, with the same play, but this time has a better angle out of the hand. But maybe overcompensating for her position on the right and winding up left. You can scramble from there, but the birdie looks are few and far between.
Christine going low hyzer. Just not getting the carry through the gap that you need.
Yeah. See what Jessica does if she's going to play that right side. Looks like what she's trying to do.
Kind of a high shot and just kind of stalling through the gap.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to penetrate a little bit lower. It's good up from there. Courtney caught something he can't repeat around one. It should be able to get apart. Jessica's trying to find something here.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a look. A 40-foot downhill.
She's got it high enough.
Oh my gosh. Just off the rim. Really good attempt.
Looks like she had to go pretty straight up and down with that one. Which is a good bid to do downhill. Kona not really committing to that one. Kind of a half go.
I think those are sometimes awkward when you're just outside the circle on a downhill and you think, oh, I'll do my regular putt, but then hard to get it there. But if you do like a step putt or something, you're just going to blast it, and no one wants that.
Right. This is not an easy comebacker.
Good
but
hit.
Yeah. I love to see that putter hit the pole and just drop straight down. Especially on these baskets.
Oh, yeah. Looking like a par frame.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of threes here from a lot of the field. I think we saw a Garrett Girthy ace here in this round.
I actually saw that in person, and it was pretty cool. That glow rock, just kind of didn't really move left or right. Chain-seeking missile. All right, our scores after the front nine. Kona and Courtney are 3 over. Jessica 6 over. Deanne and Christine trailing behind, but they're trying to keep up. See you on